dish out damage, but you're also providing that CC.
Yeah.
And yes, Lane can kind of jump in, jump out, has the temperature blade supply, but I feel like overall, especially later on in the bigger objective team fights, all this is a lot. I feel like has a lot more value here. Again, it's going to depend on what Omega decides to draft for the last few picks, but these bans coming out, Thanos going to be banned out here from Onyx.
Kufra, and we're gonna take out Natalia's Pelosi Natalia.
You know, that's a lot of Twitch interaction.
Very confusing.
There you go. We called it Lilia for Marky.
Interesting, because like you said, it's one of the heroes that isn't performing very well.
On this little kid.
Yeah.
Well, it's an old kid. It is. I don't think he's a kid at all. Looking at
It's a
the
little old.
amount of muscles that he has in that one arm, that is no kid.
You know, Omega's still looking to find their first match win, and they want it tonight.
The battle of the jungle emblem, by the way, like you guys mentioned, Ryzen and Kyrie both rolling with the Demon Slayer emblems. And I feel like we're going to see a lot of focus here this time around from Onyx Philippines on those early turtles, because a lot of the times they've just been giving them up. There's a lot of early action and aggression here, so everyone's going to be okay though.
I'm loving the Aegis pick mainly because it's quite simple, as we talked about earlier. You throw someone up, you knock them up, and then you press your ultimate and go ham. And as easy as it sounds, finding the opportunities for it is something that Chakra as a team eye for. If you play the Cooper good, you know when to pick your chances. You know when to go for that all in. And Aegis, it's just right in that wheelhouse of Chakra's skill set.
Yeah, I also feel like the Omega has, I don't know if I would say exactly a better front line, but the utility of your kind of choices in the front line are very hard to deal with, I feel like. But Patriot also going to be here, Marky showing the strength of this Lilia pick as well. The one thing that I will say Onyx Philippines has once again is that mobility on their side, especially having Patriot once again on this Matilda pick.
And Kyrie on this always would definitely go hand in hand on that Matilda hatred, just to give that little boost in terms of accessibility to the targets. Now Ryzen though, this is a very tough scenario for Omega.
Yeah, he's not used to having this much action around that turtle. There's the glorious halfway. Kyrie's in trouble. He goes down. That's going to be huge there. First blood going over to Etu Max. Turtle still for it. The taking. There's still members here of Onyx Philippines fighting him out. He's going to have to flicker out. Renzio most likely going to go down here. Get him off me, he says, but he goes down here. The kill goes over to Delarski.
So 1-for-1. This is what we were talking about earlier. You know, there's a sad little man inside of on a kid because the Centaur is just gonna run at you. And with the doors that way, they are able to close that gap, and the jump is there for Omega Esports. So on the Philippines, they have a hard time. They're gonna have a hard time protecting the Alus from Omega Esports. But what Onyx has is the farming speed. The Alus and the Lilia can farm so much faster compared to Omega Esports. Even though the game is equal in kills, look at it go. It's 8.5 on the side of Onyx and 7.6 on the side of Omega Esports. Chaka with
There's
the
the 1-2. Finds 2 on the connection, but no kill just yet. The turtle's going to be secured here by Onyx, forcing the flicker out as well. Jackie's going to go down here as he's connected. Again, a kill going over to Delarski here. Onyx finding a kill plus the turtle.
Ryzen on the other hand was able to trade off that orange buff. Onyx knows that they could potentially take the orange buff of Omega instead, but they don't. And I think orange, the turtle, not that worth for Omega. And they also pay the price for Chakra as well.
Yeah, also, I mean, again, this is very unfamiliar territory. Onyx Philippines having the gold lead in this series. And they're going to work on it. Chakra once again, the 1-2 combo. They're going to find this one here. Never gets old. Nature goes down. That's who Max in trouble. Look at that guy go. Kyrie on this little door.
It's
Here's
a
the door,
1-for-1.
right?
I think it's a door. Honestly, we gotta read up on the lore. We just assume.
I was a door.
I'm not sure. We're actually not. We need to check the lore, honestly, at this
Ask
point.
Dan.
After, you know,
Let's just call him an axeman, a little man, a little
little
man.
man.
Because it's true. He's little and he's a man.
I just call him the War Axe Carrier.
You know what? It's true. It may be the war axe. You know, lore for MLBB. I'm excited to read more about it. Maybe because of the new updates as well, fleshing out the story, especially on Edith and Kadra, and even Hayabusa with Hanabi. Fun
Yeah.
fact, they're a love triangle.
Dude, I actually, to be honest, I love the lore of Mobile Legends, and I'm glad that it's starting to expand.
Whoa!
Kelra expanding there
Whoa.
with that damage coming out here, and he grabs the kill.
That is
Quick sequence of plays. Like, went in for the sniper, dashes, changes to the shotgun, flicker dash, bang bang, just like Mobile Legends.
Oh.
And we go to mid lane this time around.
Deep under the turret.
Oh,
They
Jack
grab
knew.
one. Jack knew. Is going to be able to find one. They're going to push them off here. But again, Beloisi does go down. I like the risky play. Turtle up, but that's going to be a pause here. In trouble here, though, as 2 minutes come down.
Oh,
Kyrie,
no.
he goes and he goes in and grabs
Oh.
one for himself.
no,
A little attack speed fight here. There's the Tempest of Blaze,
Yeah.
taking it around the corner. Gonna knock
Oh.
Rise it off.
Oh.
Can he grab
One
the kill?
more?
Not gonna be enough here. Renzio now joining the party to back them off. Hatred could be in trouble if he's not able to get away, but he's gonna be just fine.
Kagura, even with a Rasho Umbrella Flea, still wasn't able to escape the slows, and it's constant slows. Usually Umbrella Flea works really well against one-time, big-time stuns. You can immediately go out. But against constant slows, and added with the ultimate of Kyrie as well, it was almost impossible for FMX to escape that. And that was such a good pickoff coming into Modern Philippines. Yep, they're now ahead with 2,000. Yeah, and we asked the question whether or not the link can fight against the dwarf. We got our answer. He cannot.
Yeah, it's a battle of the blades there, literally, and right now, Kyrie, obviously, all it's just tackling a lot of damage, plus, like I said, the CC. So I think as the game progresses, that's going to really shine, especially in those Lord fights later on. But right now, Omega definitely needs to find some more here, some more picks, if you will, or something. Because Boy, trying to do his own, there's the 1-2, Boy's going to flicker out. He'll be okay, just fine. Jackie's going to be taking some damage here. Check out the bottom lane as well, being pushed out here by the Lark.
Game's still pretty much even. It's still just a 2,000 gold lead. Definitely Omega is trying to mount a comeback at this point. Onyx Philippines made a comeback with 10K, so anything is possible in this series. For both sides, even considering that Omega and Onyx are known for making those miracle plays at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if Game 2 taught us anything, it's that anything can happen in this series with
Yeah,
these two
nothing
teams.
is possible.
Yep, there you go. Another flicker coming out. Chak is going to take a lot of damage here from Delarski. Has the flicker himself. Turtle, though, goes over here to Onyx. So that can be two turtles here for Onyx. Marky could be a pretty spotted actually with that guiding wind to help him out here. So very back and forth here. But Onyx Philippines still has that minor gold lead of 2.3 thousand.
And control over objectives has always been on the side of Onyx Philippines, mainly because of this always utility. This is why a lot of teams prefer Esmeralda on the escalate. It's just really hard to, counter her zoning capabilities. As Omega Esports didn't have the damage to deal with Velocity, and Kyrie just ended up taking a free turtle, and Ryzen cannot even, try to contest, because he was trying to just help speed it.
Yeah, this, man, they're going to have to focus on opening the map up, though. As you can see, Omega has no turrets just yet, so they need to find whether that's going to be a pickoff here. Again, most of their focus, or I guess most of the combinations coming out from Tackle are on Beloski. So Beloski's doing an amazing job of having that front line for them to not have the rest of the team get picked off. Marky, top of the black shoes, is going to be able to survive here, pumping the damage as well. Again, Omega finding some space here, trying to find a turret. Onyx going to set up here.
There's a Clark waiting here.
Yep. Kelra should be fine though, but they're going to take the turret again. This is a good play from Onyx Philippines.
Good series of plays, even just they've stolen away several objectives, cleanly taken turrets for the past few minutes. And this is just good for Onyx Philippines, but Galarski, the 2v1 might be trouble here.
Larson, yeah, he's going to have to figure out. Turret's still there though.
Glorious
There's Glorious Pathway with the Tempest of Blades. He's going to take a lot of damage the weekend. Also, this isn't enough. He finally goes down.
Here comes the
But
cavalry.
here comes the 3 members of Onyx Philippines crashing down on them. Ryzen just barely alive, doesn't have much energy. He is still hopping around. Will he be able to survive? Renzio also being focused down here as well. He's going to go down. They find a kill now. Take a look at the mid lane. Marky's going to take a lot of damage from Kelra. But again, Onyx Philippines finding the plays that they need.
Velocity finds that Omega Esports has no purple buff on their link. The Onyx Philippines, they know that Ryzen cannot join at this very moment. And Kyrie, after the Lord take, he can even take the purple buff away from Ryzen.
Oh, they're just going to go take the Lord.
Quick decision making coming in from the Onyx Philippines. The moment that they won that fight and had two healthy members, including Kyrie, they knew they could take that board quite safely. They immediately went at it. Decisiveness on the side of Onyx Philippines have given them this 3K gold lead and a big Lord push that could eventually take that first as well.
Real-time win rate here, 64% for Onyx Philippines. Midnight, what can Omega do here to make sure that they stay into this game?
You know, at this point, they need to do what Onyx does best. Split push the map, but it's really hard to do that because Ryzen cannot really find a farm or a safe place in the map to be able to split push because Onyx Philippines has always been running towards Omega Esports.
Yeah, they're trying here, though. Lord's going to be marching up top. They're still focusing at the mid. Both turrets for both teams still up in the mid lane. But there's going to be the 1-2. Beloyski has to flicker out. No one able to find a connection just yet. Marky could be in trouble. Does not have the black team available. He's going to have to back off here.
That was an exceptional defensive play coming in from Omega. They've taken down the Lord, but they're still defending this mid lane. Turret top in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, there's going to be the knock-up. Jackson goes down here. That's going to be a killing spree now for Kyrie.
Bottom lane.
Turret still up here in the mid lane as well. Bottom lane most likely going to go down here. The falling star moon from Zalarski. He's going to back them off here. But he can find another turret. That's 4 turrets now for Onyx Philippines.
Mid lane turret is still up for Omega, but the side lanes are now crushed and almost empty for the side of Omega. Onyx, they're gonna go at it.
Onyx Philippines goes in, but not able to find the connection on the F2 Max. Tempest Blaze being popped as well. Able to steer that purple buff. Marky's in trouble here.
Oh, no,
not able to get the kill here. Nice job. Glorious pathway to keep him alive as well. Forcing them back. Check out the turrets.
That was unfortunate here for Ryzen. The slow from the ball Onyx Philippines. They're able to get out on that, continuous turret, but they weren't able to take any turrets out of that. It was just the one on the bottom lane where it was sitting at 1 HP, but at the end of the day, they're able to maintain the lead that they have, and it's still up for Omega Esports to take a turret for Onyx against Onyx Philippines.
The Larson here is going to force Ryzen out of this lane as the rest focus on that mid turret. Still working on this tier 1 turret at 13 minutes into this game. Marky pumping the damage.
Yeah, but the Dark Spears definitely beginning to hurt for them. You have the Spears of Marky.
Yeah, you have to respect the balls of Marky.
Yeah,
the confidence, the sheer will to throw balls in front of Omega Esports.
And the damage as well, the slow, everything about it is just amazing. Now, Onyx Philippines have proper control over this Lord area. Just trying to find a pick off to make that Lord pick safer. And Renzio already happy.
Omega's doing a great job here. Still, again, keeping this tier 1 turret up because if it was down, this would be a lot easier for Onyx Philippines to take this Luminous Lord here. Now, almost 14 minutes into the game. Jackson and Renzio will be doing their best here. Also, check out the Larky's not even just here yet. Ryzen, no purple buff. So they're actually going to make the call, like you mentioned midnight before. Take that purple buff.
Always against the lane, you have to make sure that the objective is the purple buff. The Lord's not going to make sense. Everything is all about a purple buff with the lane.
I mean, at this point, what can Ryzen do? He can pretty much have vision and try to get try to get a timing on the retribution off. But look at the damage coming out from Kyrie on top of that Lord. They're going to get the go signal. Renzio goes in, but he actually takes it. Kelra with the snipe. Securing the Lord. Mega kill, though, goes over to Kyrie. Chakdu is down. They're going to have to pull off here. Renzio also in trouble. Has to flicker out, but there's just too much slows coming out here. He's most likely going to go down. That's going to be an unstoppable Kyrie. But they have the Lord to deal with. And check out the top lane.
Yo, Kelra with a clutch play. Marky
Oh my
stole away
goodness.
the Lord in game number 2 with the Beatrix. And right now, Kelra set right back at ya. Now our kill score 6-9, 5k gold lead on the side of Onyx Philippines. But the Lord is marching for the side of Omega.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. Omega Esports again. Is it gonna be a repeat of game number 2 where we see the comeback of the Kings of the Sea? They're in the face of Onyx Philippines, but now Onyx PH, they're the ones pressing it against Omega Esports.
And to Max getting caught out there, but as you mentioned, we saw a similar pattern in game 2. Will they be able to defend here again? They're going to the back lane. Kelra being forced to flicker. Will he be able to survive? He's going to be taking a lot of damage. That's going to be a godlike Kyrie, though. Delarski forcing him out. Kelra left here with Ryzen.
Oh no!
That's going to be another turret. Ryzen's got to get back to help here. Defend the base the best they can.
Oh no!
That's going to be everybody taking him down. There's nothing they can do.
He cleared it! Kelra was able to clear the wave! And oh my god, Ryzen is cutting the vision wave.
Oh, he the spot. Omega time. A clutch macro play from Ryzen.
Oh my goodness, how good are these players, Omi? Kelra was able to clear the wave, even though the Lord dumped the gun on the Beatrix, and after that, immediately Ryzen recognized that he just needs to cut the next wave, and it buys enough time for Omega Esports to possibly mount a comeback against Onyx Philippines.
It forced an actual reset of the map. That's how impactful was it.
Yeah, it is going to be a next Lord fight, and now we have a lot of items going in for a lot of our players. Ryzen is already fully stacked on the leg with a molecular core. Mind you, he hasn't died yet.
The difference here, Omega doesn't have that tier 3 turret.
Oh,
So, they're going to have to try to play a little bit differently. Oh, Echo Max goes down. Marky finding another one. He has to pop the black shoes. But again, Omega down one member. Lord coming up in 17 seconds.
Max, after a stellar game 1 and 2, looking to run out of gas in game number 3. That's the 5th death, and he is crucial for the team fight of Omega. He can't just die again and again. And man, Onyx Philippines, this might just leave in 3 more.
They're going to take this so fast, man.
Yeah, Onyx Philippines, again, they're just constantly choking Ryzen out of this game, taking away his proto buff, and he is not able to fight here for Omega Esports. Kyrie will be able to take the Lord quite fast with Demon Slayer, but needs to be very careful with positioning.
There you go. That's okay. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, Omega gonna have to defend for their life here in this series. Again, they don't have the base turret in mid, so this is gonna be a lot harder to defend here. They're gonna have to give it everything they have. Also, they should be able to focus on some of those side lanes as well if they're able to. But right now, Onyx Philippines definitely not letting up at all.
Yeah, it's a 10k gold lead for the side of Onyx Philippines, and we have seen comebacks from 10k. But Omega, it's going to be hard for them. The Lord is in mid lane. They're fighting for their lives.
There it is, the setup. Are they able to survive here? That's going to be a legendary Kyrie. There's just too much CC and damage coming out from Onyx Philippines. They're looking to close the series here on the reverse. That's going to be a double kill. The shutdown! It's not over! Maniac for Kelra on the defense of a lifetime!
Grabe, oy.
It might be over.
Thrilling kayo.
Esports, they can close this one out. It's just 3 towers standing against their victory here. Can they do it?
We have the big camp. We're bringing out the big boys right now.
Kelra.
Ryzen cutting it out and Kelra rushing the outer mid lane turret. 10 seconds on Baloyski.
7-6.
7-6. You have 5 seconds to defend in a 5v1 scenario. Can
Omega! Omega! Can they do this? Get their first victory of the season!
Kambak ka!
They do! Ladies and gentlemen,
Boo!
Omega taking
Kelra, oy. Gabi, Kelra, oy. Kambak ka!
finding their first.
Gabi ya, Kelra, oy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear them in the
Gabi ya, Kelra, oy. Astig juga, Kelra, oy.
What a series! What a
Gabi, Kelra.
Kelra! My just one.
Gabi. Grabe, Kelra, oy.
In the world.
Maniac. Grabe ya, Kelra. Idol na jud ka nako. Tiga jud ni mo, bay. Hilak unik, oy.
Honestly, look at Onyx. They don't look like they're devastated.
Grabe, oy.
Great game. It was a great game for everybody. Not just
Grabe ya, Kelra, oy.
you right now.
Gamay na life ba to?
PL fan watching in their seats.